Special guest in the building with me right now.
Uh-oh.
I got somebody from the 704.
Uh-oh.
Make some noise.
Uh-oh.
I got the boy. He used to go by the name Baby Jesus.
I still do.
We gonna. I got that question coming up for everybody later, but we got Baby Jesus in the building.
AKA the baby. What it do?
Man, what's going on with you, baby?
Man, you know, I'm working, staying busy, man. Staying busy, staying at it, embracing every step of the way.
Hey man, you got Charlotte on fire, boy. That Reloaded is something crazy.
I'm trying to keep it high.
Something crazy. But last time we chopped it up, you know what I'm saying? It was at Cat's Cradle.
Yeah, it was after that show. That show was crazy too. That show was crazy.
Is that the wildest show that you ever seen?
I didn't see some wild shows, but that energy at Cat's Cradle, that was, you know, that was wild. You know what I'm saying? I should have did the little stage dive thing. They would have called me too. It was wild in there, but I done seen some, you know, some wild shows. Shout out to my brother De Niro. He put me on that one. So, you know, moving around with him, I saw a lot of crazy shows like this.
So what's the craziest thing you seen out of fans or just shows, period?
I don't know how I could talk on this radio station, but
go ahead.
It was one show. A girl did me how they did Kevin Gates.
A word.
Yeah, in the middle of performing. For real. Yeah, for real.
You man. So
so it go down like that.
So they want it all.
Yeah. Rape me, harass me right there on the spot. So you know, but
that's crazy.
Yeah, when you make yourself, you know, when you make yourself available like that, like when you go out in the crowd, you put yourself in arm's reach. But you know, me, I feel like that's what it's about. You just taking them type of chances. So I ain't tripping. You know, I embraced it when it happened. I'm like, oh, okay. You know,
it was something different.
It tripped the whole crowd out. You know what I'm saying? When they heard me react to it, but it's all good though. You know, it's all love. It wasn't nothing but love.
Yeah, we see you from the vlogs, man. You be jumping in the crowds and be getting the crowd
hype.
You did your thing.
Yeah, I do my thing. I try to at least, you know.
What's your favorite place to perform? Or so far?
I like Cat's Cradle. You know, I like crowds like that. I like the crowds where you could throw the water and all that. You know, I love it. I like real stages. You know, I don't like to be confined to the little, you know, like the little box that they got. You know, the quote unquote stage, but it's just a little box at the clubs. And I like real stages because I like to really get out there, like performing. You know, it's a lot of people that make good music, but performing, you know, that's a whole separate entity. Like. And that's why I really, you know, I just let it all out. You know, I don't hold back when it comes to performing, you know.
So what would you say it would be, if somebody haven't seen the Baby Jesus show, what would you say is one thing that you do at every show that they get that's just your signature stamp on your performance?
I get out there in that crowd, guaranteed. It don't matter where I'm at. I done been, you know, I be in a whole nother city, in the little hole in the wall spot somewhere in the hood. I'm gonna get out there in that crowd, you know. And it's all about the way you do it, you know. It's all about the way you do it. People say it's dangerous, they don't recommend it, but you know, if you do it a certain way, they're gonna respect it and love it. They're gonna embrace it every time. So, and that's what I'm all about, you know. I'm fearless with the microphone.
Okay, and so from nonfiction to your recent project, God's Work.
Took it back again.
Hey, you know I gotta bring it back, man.
You
know, plug the people in, but what's as far as God's Work, you know, what makes this project significant? Because Reloaded gives that extra but as far as God's Work,
the first one,
that first one, what makes it significant to you?
That was like an album right there. Like I really wanted to be like that. I had evolved so much as an artist, you know, like I had grew so much. That was the project that really like put it on display. It was still a bunch of songs that I didn't put on there that I still ain't even put on the Resurrected one. Just because I left it like just straight album type songs. I got, you know, mixtape songs and club songs, turn up songs. I got a bunch of them still in the cut right now, but I just wanted that to really, you know, have that mainstream feel, that mainstream effect, but still give it away completely free. Just to show, you know, people my growth as an artist, you know. I feel like that's what it's all about. And the fact that this same person that can make these type of songs, it's like, he can make that too, you know, like all over the place. I got a song on there, it's like an R&B song. I didn't had about 100 people ask me, bro, who was that singing on the hook? And I look at them like, what you mean? That's DaBaby. Like, that's me right there.
You gotta let them know you can do everything.
Oh yeah, that's me right there. I did that. But yeah, you know, it's all about, you know, displaying that versatility. Right. You know, I'm real big on that, and I ain't afraid to get outside of my, you know, my element, my comfort zone. A lot of artists, they do that, and it, you know, it compromises their art. You know, with me, I'm gonna take it wherever it go. That's where it's gonna go. I ain't tripping. It don't make me no less of who I am. That's just who I am. Period. So it's all good.
So is that saying your versatility is what make Baby Jesus significant?
Definitely, yeah.
As a standout artist, is your versatility.
I ain't like no other. You know.
Okay.
Ain't like no other.
We're gonna go down a couple of these tracks. Let's see what how the process was in the making.
Okay.
The first one is "Come Over."
Come up on them coming over. That's that R&B thing I was talking about.
Oh,
See, I don't even know how that happened. I was at the studio. Some of the greatest things, like, they happen, you know, like, out of nowhere. Like, I was at the studio. I had like a whole bunch of studio equipment in my crib, and I went to my partner Slim Hood. I'm like, bro, I got like brand new keyboards over here, the big boy ones. You know what I'm saying? Like the ones people.
The forward decked out joints.
Yeah, the big boy. I'm like, bro, I'm not using none of this stuff. I don't know how to make beats and none of that. But I just had it. I just had all that stuff like brand new. I'm like, bro, you can have this. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you can have it, bro. I'm like, he like, what you want, bro? I've been trying to get them. I'm like, just make me a beat or something, bro. You can have it. I'm just tired of looking at it at the crib.
Yeah.
I went and took it to him, and he started making you know, like, it was right around the time, it was right before I dropped the project. I made that song probably about like a week or two before I dropped God's Work. And I'm like, he like, what kind of song you trying to make? I told you I had been on a whole nother wave. I'm just trying everything. I'm like, I don't know, something for the ladies. And he started making the beat, and then it just came out, you know. I think we was on the Hennessy over there at the studio, and it just came out. Like, at first, I was probably just playing. Like, you know, I just jumped out there, and it sounded good. And I'm like, oh, no, let's get it. You know, load that up. I'm getting ready to get in there. We're getting ready to do that just like that. And that's how it happened.
So you're saying basically it's that chemistry of based what you felt off that record initially.
Yeah, that's how I do it. That's how I do every track. You know, it's how that music make me feel when it come on. I don't write nothing before I go to no studio. The music get made right there. I let the music take me there. I don't write nothing, period.
Okay. Another one, Squad Goes.
Squad Goes. You know, that was that's just, you know, I had owed that to the team of people around me. You know, we move around, so our movement's so strong, it's so crazy, you know what I'm saying? That's just, you know, a testament to what's really going on. You know, like, it ain't too many people now. You don't see it nowhere. Like, you know, we done been across the country with it, so I know it ain't just no Charlotte thing. Like, we just, you know, like, the biggest movement in Charlotte, we done been everywhere, you know, like, when we was in Miami. When Diddy seen us, he pulled out his Snapchat.
How was that,
though?
You got the OG right there in the street.
Because he saw that movement. He saw the squad. You know what I'm saying? He saw we moving. He see these big 8-foot signs. They bigger than me. I stand behind it. You can't see me. And the two dudes holding the signs, they got the logo on the shirt. And 10 other people got the logo on the shirt, but they not. We still in control. Like, we not, oh my gosh, this P. Diddy. We like, yeah, look, this Baby Jesus. Like, that's how we walked up on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't see a group of people like that. You know, it's all about one purpose. You feel me? And who all about that, you know, like, and that's what we got going on. You know, my team strong, movement extra strong. You know, when we squad up, like we do. You know, it be crazy. We done been places before. It's like over 100 people. You know, with that shirt on. You feel me? And ain't nobody doing too much. You know what I'm saying? Everybody playing a part. You know, whenever we go somewhere, we out of town, whether it's Miami, Vegas, wherever we at, Texas or South by Southwest, every last one of these people with me, they playing a role. You know what I'm saying? Around me, everybody they not gonna let nobody walk by here. You got one of these, boom, CD. You know what I'm saying? You got one of these, fly. They giving out T-shirts. Everybody treat the brand like it's theirs. You know, so I just owe that to the people around me. That's just how that came out.
Okay, and I've seen a couple of the vlogs, man.
Yeah.
Them posters, they stand out.
Yeah, they do. You can't run from that. You can't run from the baby.
They look like life-size
yeah,
Baby Jesus posters there.
Ain't no running from the baby.
I see. Throwback.
You gonna make me do this. You gonna make me do this. You gonna get me beat up after I leave this interview, man. I done put my location on Instagram so they know where I'm at.
Okay.
You know what? You know, that's pretty much self-explanatory, man. You know, I was just reminding, you know, a few people of, you know, that the circumstances may not be what they feel like it is, or just explaining to them, you know, why certain things transpired or where they transpired, because you know, back in the day, you know, so it's all good. But it's more so on some like, look, little bro, chill. You know, I don't want no parts with that. That's all yours. I don't got nothing to do with me. You know, we good. Yeah. You know, respect.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it's all good. You feel me?
This last one I want to touch on. Well, two more. One is who's working harder.
Oh man, that's about what we're doing right now. This is our 6th interview today. It's our 6th interview.
Last but not least.
Right, so it is, who working harder than me. I had to let people know, that really came from the heart right there, because ain't nobody outworking me right now. At least where I'm at, Anybody outworking me, I'm too busy to realize it. You feel me? And that's how I like it. That's what I thrive off of. And it's always time. Well, it ain't as always times, but when everything gets when things get stagnant, I don't like that. I be ready to do stuff like this where I don't get no sleep, where I sleep like 4 hours a night. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like that, when I don't got time to talk to nobody or none of that. That's what I like. In order for you to talk to me, you got to cut me off somewhere where I'm at, or, you know what I'm saying, catch me on the job somewhere. Like, that's what I like. That's what it's all about. That's what made, me who I am. So, that's really just a testimony to what's going on, and how we really rocking. We done been all over Raleigh today. Raleigh and Durham, we done been like, this is the 6th interview, and it's like, what, 8 o'clock? What time? It ain't even 8 o'clock yet.
8:15.
Right, 8:15, and we were supposed to shoot down to Fayetteville, have another radio interview there, and then boom, do a walkthrough at the club that night. But because of the weather, we can't do that. So now, somebody may be out working me, and I'm upset about that, so who working harder than me? That's what that was about.
Right. And so you had a record, you had the initial Baby Jesus. It's like, I'm going to say it's your anthem right now, because this is really what got everybody hooked on to the Baby Jesus campaign.
What's that?
And then you had the Baby Jesus remix with Boosie.
Oh, yeah, I think I'm Baby Jesus.
Then you had that Fortune record. That Fortune record was tough.
Yeah, that's dope right there. I like that.
That was tough. So what's up with that It's kind of self-explanatory. For those who don't know, people that are just now tuning into the plug, they're listening to Baby Jesus right now. Fortune.
Oh. Just like all the other ones that come from the heart, I just want a lot of fortune. Like, I don't know. I didn't play that song for people, and they make them, they be damn near ready to cry. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that one, that's a big one. I think all of them big ones. But when you put all that passion into that music, when you mean it the way I mean it, like it's felt when you hear it. It ain't just heard. It's felt. So, that was more so about that, about what I always wanted, and about what I'm willing to do any and everything to get. You feel me? So. That's what that Fortune record about, and it was dope, being able to put Boosie on that right after I put him on Baby Jesus. So he did both of them the same night.
What was a lesson that you, or a jewel that Baby Jesus? What was a lesson that Boosie probably, a jewel that he dropped on you that stuck with you the most?
Just like what we was talking about before with the who working harder than me. So when I went down there, I ain't even get to Brett crib in Atlanta. Like, it was like 3 in the morning when I got there. He did the first song, boom. He heard the next song, he was excited to get on that. He did Fortune first, then when he heard Baby Jesus, he like, oh my God, he got on that one. And then by that time, it was like, and we, in between songs, we went upstairs, we chopping it up a little bit, so time done went by. He really taking his time with these records too. You know what I'm saying? I gotta add that, and he really took his time with them. So by the time we was done, it was like 5:30, 6 o'clock. We shot a little in-studio type video for both of them.
Okay.
And then by the time we was done with that, it was like 5:30, 6 o'clock. He had an interview at a radio station up there at 6:30, like for like a morning show, 6:30, 7 o'clock.
Okay.
So he had to finish that. I'm talking about running off no sleep. Go upstairs, hop in the shower, and he got dressed like it's a brand new day. And went and hopped in the car with his driver, and he went to the radio interview. I get on Instagram later on, we shoot back to the city.
Yeah.
I'm on Instagram, it's about 9 o'clock now. He done left there. Now he's somewhere else getting ready to do another verse with somebody after leaving the radio station. That man, did a whole lot of 24-hour, day. I saw it, what I'm saying, with my own 2 eyes, and it just let me know, like, and the grind don't never stop. It don't matter how successful you is, because he's straight and he's still working like that. So I can't afford to take, a second off. Yeah, right.
No days off.
Right.
The singer that we about to premiere first, man, this LightShow record.
I got a whole lot of diamonds.
When I first heard the record, bro, I said, bro, this right here is radio ready.
Yeah, what?
It's radio ready. What about it? What inspired this record? Was it? You from Charlotte? It's a lot of flashing lights in Charlotte. I ain't gonna stop. But what inspired
that? Is about what I say in the hood. Like, I had got a $20,000 chain. Don't rob me outside the radio station saying I don't got it on right now. I don't have it. I had just bought a $20,000 chain, and when I got it, I went straight to the studio. Boom, you know, I was, you
was
know,
feeling it.
Oh yeah, you know, I was, yeah, of course I was feeling
it,
myself. If you ever seen it with the flash on, oh my God. But yeah, I went straight to the studio, and my partner Sean, the first shout out to him. He like, how you feeling? You know, that's what he always does when we come to the studio. I say, bro, diamonds. I just said diamonds, and he made the beat. You know, he started making the beat the way the beat came in, and then boom, like I knocked the song out real quick, like 15 minutes, because that's just how I was feeling. I had a whole lot of diamonds on, you know, and it just took me somewhere else, you know. But you know, after a while, I ain't want to be, you know, consumed by the jury and all that. Like it'll do that to you, bro. Cause it's like I'm telling you, it'll do that to you. It'll be and took you down under. So you know, that's why I've got rid of all the jury. You know what I'm saying? I just dumbed it down. I still got some on my wrist, but I had to step away from all that. I ain't never want to be consumed by that or put myself in that type of category. You know, to where I gotta have something like that to make me who I am. Right. You know, and I ain't had no diamonds around my neck in over, it's probably been about like 6 months now, and it ain't took away from it at all. But the thing about that song, you know, it make people feel like they got diamonds on and they don't got not one diamond on, you know, like that's the power of the music, like that's the power of the vibe, you know what I'm saying? So that's what it's all about. And I'm seeing it with my own 2 eyes. So I'm like, if they feel like that when they listen to the song, well, I gotta keep this chain on, and you know, to feel like that. You feel me? I gotta question my own integrity. You feel me? So I'm gonna cash it right back in with the same drill and say I'm gonna come back and get it from you later on, and I'm gonna put that money right back into myself. You know, and that's what I did. You know, I just kept it rolling and ain't look back. And you know, it still, you know, people still look at me the same way, like I still got them on my neck like that. But that's how that happened. That was 100%, you know, authentic the way that happened. That's pretty much how all my music come together. Like. I ain't into telling no lie on no song. I ain't gonna never do that. I can't do that. It ain't gonna sound right. You know, that's why my music felt the way it's felt, because it's legit. It's authentic.
Well, I'm gonna let you go ahead. Speaking of LightShow, I'm gonna let you go ahead and world premiere this record, my G.
It's Baby Jesus, aka DaBaby, DaBaby, and I'm hitting you with that hit single, LightShow. I got a whole lot of diamonds, man. Yeah.
So since that record's been, you know, since you've been going hard on with this record, you know, I want to touch on it because you're from the city of Charlotte, and so how did this tragic event such as police brutality, how has that affected you as an artist, knowing that you come from, you know, Charlotte is your home, so because, you know, this situation affects home, how does that affect you as a person first and an artist second?
Right. I was gonna touch on that too. I was gonna separate myself from the artist standpoint when I answered the question. Because I feel like if you from Charlotte, you know, the way it happened and the events that transpired afterwards, you know, if you from Charlotte and you love the city that you from, it should have had it had to have some type of effect on you, you know. And me as an artist, you know, and the platform that I got and the amount of influence I got on the people that's in my city, you know, I just felt like it was my responsibility to speak up and say something about it, you know. So when King Carter hit me, they had already had the song put together for when other events that took place, like the shooting in Ferguson, you know, and the other police shootings. But when it hit close to home, it's like, okay, bro, you got to do this. And it wasn't even no question about it, you know. It's something that had to be done, you know. So, I mean, it affected me the same way it should have affected everybody else, man. You know, I don't really like that's a real touchy, you know, topic when it comes to somebody losing their life, because that's somebody, you know, brother, son, you know, father, you feel me? So I tend to try to stay away from them types of things, because I know I can never feel the way they feel about it. But when that takes place and my city react the way my city react, and I see all this stuff going on in my city, okay, now it became a personal thing with me, rather than just, oh man, the police shot somebody else. I don't like that. Now it's personal, you know, because it's like, look what's going on in my city because of that, you know. And so, I mean, I just feel like it was a responsibility for me to, you know, use my gift, use my platform, and do what I do, and use that in a way to, you know, shed light on the entire situation and kind of, you know, uplift people, you know, in any way that I could, and that'll be through the music, you know. That's what we did with the song.
Okay. All right. And so before you get up out of here, man, you know, time's are ticking, so you know,
definitely.
I know you gotta, you know what I'm saying, get back on their road, but where can everybody find you at on the social media if they just not tuning into the plug? They said, who is this Baby Jesus artist? who's on here with Cool Kid. Where can they find you at?
Baby, the baby, the baby, the baby. You can find me at BabyJesus704. That's Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, all of the above. At BabyJesus704. And that's where you find me at. That's where I'm at.
Oh yeah, one question for you, Lee. What made you change? What made you go from Baby Jesus to DaBaby?
We had to put that alternative into place. You know, just for anybody who, you know, who's not comfortable with DaBaby Jesus name, even though a lot of people are. You know, and I appreciate every last one of them. So I hate to make them feel like I'm abandoning, you know, the name and the person that they love, but it's just an alternative. You know, it's more like a Lil Wayne, Lil Tunechi thing. You
Right.
know,
Okay.
Baby Birdman, you feel me? Like everybody really already Jay-Z Hov, like it's what's been done. You know, it's the name of the game. You know, so
is it more like a
it's just more like a bro.
or?
Like what you know, people like what you doing. Like what's going on? It's you know, it definitely you know it's like it's levels. You know what I'm saying? So you know when you go to another level, you know you got to do certain things. You feel me? And I would never let something like a name keep me away from one listener. I want you know. That person, grandma, who ain't gonna never listen to it because his name Baby Jesus. No, I want grandma to hear it too.
Okay.
So tell grandma my name DaBaby.
And you said that on one of that introduction.
Oh yeah,
right,
yeah. He changed his name, grandma. He ain't Baby Jesus no more, grandma. So now, you know, we can listen to this in your house. You feel me? Like, I don't, you know, I'm not gonna let that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let that keep me away from not one set of ears. You feel me? And you know, and it don't take away from me as an artist at all. You know, it's still DaBaby. I've been DaBaby, so. It's, you know, it's a change for me to make for the better without me stepping outside of myself, without me stepping outside of my element, without, you know, damaging my integrity. You feel me? So it's definitely, you know, a political move. And, you know, for somebody to go against that, you know, in my position, if I was to go against that, it wouldn't make no sense at all.
Okay.
Right.
All right. Well, thank you for stopping by, man.
No,
I gotta get up on
appreciate
this
you for
road,
having me.
man. You're now tuned to the Plug Audio Network. Got an exclusive interview with none other than my boy Baby Jesus.
The baby. What it do? It's your boy Baby Jesus, aka DaBaby, the baby. And you know I'm rocking with my dog Cool Kid on Audio Net. Let's get it.